Greetings, everyone. This is amalightworker with another live streaming. I will give a little bit more time so that YouTube can notify all of my subscribers. Some people are in different time zones. So, for those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Ama Lightworker. I do work with tarot, Akashic records. I do healing with the Akashic records as well. I do provide a variety of services like face reading, birthday reading, meditations, Reiki. So, for those of you who would like to know more about me and my services, I would invite you to visit my website, www.amalightworker.com. My information, the information of my website, it's posted down here below in the show more description box. I will also post it in the chat. Okay, and I see someone in the chat, Saida, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Hi, how are you? Okay, small wild flowers. Good morning to you. Okay. Um, I have already launched the October 2023 videos for each and every sign of the zodiac. In each zodiac sign, I am doing an Akashic Records reading, and I'm also doing a tarot reading. So it is in my channel, in this channel under videos. And for those of you who would like to know more, I have also done another reading, an additional reading for those of you who wanted to know more. And those videos are posted for download and purchase for those of you who are interested through the Vimeo link. It is in the Vimeo link for those of you who are interested is posted in the show more description box down here below, but also in the chat. Okay. Okay, and I did post the link that you may need on the chat as well for the Vimeo videos. I don't see too many people on the chat just yet. I am doing a live stream a little bit, a lot sooner than I normally do. And as I said, people are in different time zones. And this recording will be available for replay for those of you who are interested. Okay. I will be talking about what this eclipse that occurred on October 14, 2023 is going to bring to all of us. Okay. We're going to have an additional eclipse on October 28 as well. Usually, when eclipses happen, they happen within 2 weeks apart. So there's always a solar eclipse followed by a lunar eclipse, usually in 2 weeks. And eclipses usually they tend to influence our lives for 6 months from the time that it happens. I'm also putting together a new training for those of you who would like to learn how to do an Akashic Records reading. I am going to put this course together in November. I do have somebody who already signed up. I will be teaching how to open your own records, how to do your own reading, and how to open the Akashic records of others. Typically, this training takes place over a weekend in 2 consecutive days, and then I will put you together with other students that I trained so that on regular basis we will have like a Zoom meeting, a Zoom session for us to practice together, because practicing is an important part of the learning process. What's the point of learning something if you don't have anyone else to practice with so that you can grow? So you get to learn how to read your own Akashic records or the Akashic records of others. For those of you who are interested to be trained by me, and if you cannot make it in October, you can always email me so we can decide. I can also train you one-to-one if it doesn't work out for you. Like, I would recommend to be trained in a group so that this way you have people to exchange readings, to train with. But if you are interested, if you have questions about the Akashic records and the training or prices, or whether you are a good candidate to learn or how it works, please do not hesitate to email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You may also contact me through my website, www.amalightworker.com. And again, all of this information is posted either in the chat, okay, either in the chat or in the show more description box. So let me know if you are interested in learning from me. And now, okay, I will focus on the solar eclipse that happened on October 14, 2023. What is it that we need to know? What the Akashic records have to tell you about this solar eclipse? Emotions are running high. This eclipse, number one, it's bringing support for all of you who may need to address emotional issues. It could be that suddenly, out of nowhere, your emotions could be going through highs and lows. Nothing has to necessarily happen in your life for you to feel this shift in your emotions or instability in your emotions. This is happening because it's meant to clear out your emotional house, okay? Your emotions, to purge out any emotions that no longer serve you. Okay, it's not necessarily about the good emotions or the bad emotions or the low vibration emotions. It's about emotions that no longer serve you right. So, number one, a huge clearing of your emotional house. Number two, it will force you to deal with some family issues, in particular, family issues involving a sibling or about siblings, cousins, or even distant relatives. Even though there could be a crack in the communication back and forth, a crack in the relationship, it is meant for you. If you don't know it, you may notice a crack in the relationship between you and your siblings, family matters, relatives, or distant cousins. So that when you finally see where the problem is, where the crack is in the relationship, okay, then you will know what to address and how to heal it. And it does feel that for those of you who are interested to heal a relationship, a rapport in family matters, or about family matters, whether you need to heal emotionally from it, okay, or it could be an old wound, an old emotional trauma, it doesn't feel that you need to do much about it, okay? It's all about you bringing your attention internally, drop into your heart center, okay, and the rest will happen on its own, okay? It is time to heal. You know that old expression, time heals all wounds? This is exactly what is happening. Number three, you need to bring your attention into your own finances, financial circumstances, financial dealings, your income, your earning, and your spending. You may need to address situations. It doesn't have to be an issue, it could just be a circumstance or a situation about cards, credit cards, debt, mortgages, payments, money owed to you, money that you need to pay to someone else. Maybe you are the one who owes money to someone. So, in some ways, you are going to be forced to deal with financial institutions, for example, banks, banking online. And you have to be very aware for potential scams. These scams may involve money, may involve lies, may involve misinformation, or people who take on the identity of somebody else and they may be emailing you or contacting you in other forms, pretending to be someone else. Again, allow me to remind you that this influence, okay, will be in your life for at least the next 6 months. If you do run into any dealings, important things happening with your finances, again, it's not meant to punish you. It's meant to make you see a problem if you are not aware of the problem so that you can address it sooner rather than later. And I am shown that for many of you, to your surprise, you may be getting money back from IRS or from taxes, maybe more so than you hoped or more so than you had calculated. If you are still dealing with like a glitch in the system, maybe they processed something wrong, or maybe they delayed a payment due to something computeric, like a computeric error or a glitch in the system, all of that will be resolved. And I'm also shown that when it comes to money, finances, in the next 6 months, a lot of you will start applying for a loan, for a mortgage. You may be thinking of buying a car. You may be thinking about buying a home. So you are going to be going over your financial matters to see what can you afford, what you cannot afford, or having to take a loan if you need to. There is this sense that many people who never thought they would be able to purchase a home, they may end up having this great opportunity to purchase a home. It feels like the universe will align to make many of us home owners. Four, you have to understand that karma, it's taking place, karmic events. Many of us have their own personal karma, but we are also connected to each other. Okay, we have a soul contract. And right now, what is happening globally, it's exactly about those karmic contracts between countries, between a territory, a land, and another land. And it does feel that what is unfolding with the war in the Gaza Strip and the Israel, it does feel very, very karmic. At some point, these old conflicts were meant to be visible. Okay? Human beings have chosen to address these matters through violence and war. There is the sense that everybody's heart is suffering, not necessarily from the war, but we all seem to carry an old burden, an old wound. Maybe we haven't thought about it for many, many, many years. And sometimes that wound is covered by other emotions. Or maybe we completely forgot about it. Something would happen, and it's going to tap exactly where it hurts the most emotionally. Again, it's going to shake you up so that if you thought you were healed, it's going to remind you maybe you're not completely healed from this wound. At the same time, there's a lot of protection around you personally. The Akashic records are talking about how the angelic realm is very, very much activated right now. It's energized. They are in some sort of an emergency situation, trying to intervene in different parts of the world, trying to communicate with a lot of human beings. And do not be surprised if your dreams, your visions are going to be filled with the energy, the presence of the angels. Many more people are now going to be more open to learn about angels, to pursue a course, a training, to communicate with angels, and to be more ready now, to feel ready to take a course on how to develop your intuition. You understand that in the angelic realm there are also categories. We have angels, we have archangels, even angels among them. They have their own categories. You have angels that have been with you ever since the inception of your soul. This is very different from when you are born. Your soul has been there before you are born. You have been reincarnated many times. You have angels who have always been the companion of your soul. It didn't matter in what lifetime you were, or in what body you came, or what gender you had. Okay, but you also have angels that are meant to be with you only in this lifetime. And you also have temporary angels that come and go according to what is going on in your life in that moment. Okay, what angel is more appropriate to be your companion? So I am shown a lot of you. Okay, I don't know, I lost track of counting, maybe number 5. You are going to be forced, or naturally, natural way, you are going to be able to improve your health, especially for those of you who maybe you feel fine, you have no idea that something's not working well. I see a lot of you having to address issues around your teeth, your jaw, stomach and digestion related issues, bone related issues like arthritis, the spine, and skin related issues. If you happen to have an issue in these areas or a chronic disease, it may flare up before it becomes better. And it could be the case that for some of you, you are going to be able to find a permanent solution. Anything that is bothering you with your health, with your sleep issues, or even anxiety, you are going to be able to get it under control. So, before you know it, if you feel that, oh my God, I'm losing my purpose, what's the purpose? Like, I need something to motivate me to get up in the morning. Okay? When you feel lost, suddenly you're going to feel in control again, in charge again. Okay? Reigning in your own life from your own sovereignty. The Akashic records keep repeating to me and to my viewers through live streams time and time again. World peace begins in your heart. If your heart is not in peace, and as a collective, millions of hearts are not in peace, guess what? Our peace will be threatened, whether it's a bombing, whether it's war, or whether it's people protesting in a peaceful way. And with that being said, this is the energy of guiding us towards forgiveness, whether we need self forgiveness, whether we need to forgive others, whether we need to forgive an event, whether you are aware of it or whether you are not aware of it, we always end up hurting one another. We don't always mean to hurt someone. Sometimes we don't know that we hurted somebody, but it does create something about our karma. And right now, the Akashic records, in the enlightenment of this solar eclipse that is happening in October, would like to guide us through an emotional process, through a healing. A healing will take place right now online, whether you are watching this video live or the replay of it, will have the same effect, if not more. And they are inviting us. If you are watching, please do not operate any heavy machinery. You are invited to close your eyes as the Akashic records are going to guide us through a forgiveness process. And I have different prayers here in front of me that are channeled from the Akashic records. Okay, so get ready, close your eyes, take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in, out with your mouth, in with your nose, out with your mouth. Okay, keep your eyes closed. Bring your attention in your heart. Drop your energy into your heart. Okay. Divine Spirit Source, please move me into a state of forgiveness towards anyone or anything that has hurt me in the past, consciously or unconsciously, from the beginning of time to this present moment. I now forgive them and I release the energy of the past. Divine Spirit Source, please move me into a state of forgiveness towards myself for any hurt that I have caused others, consciously or unconsciously, from the beginning of time to this present moment. I now forgive myself and I release the energy of the past. Divine Spirit Source, please move me into a state of forgiveness towards myself for any hurt that I have caused myself, consciously or unconsciously, from the beginning of time to this present moment. I now forgive myself and release the energy of the past. I invoke the grace and power of forgiveness to transform my body, mind, and heart as I return to a state of divine innocence. And so it is. Open your eyes, take another deep breath in, breathe in with your nose, out with your mouth. These channel prayers are very potent. Rewatch this portion of the video, do this prayer for the next 30 days or so. And it is such a beautiful healing meditation, healing prayer right before Thanksgiving that people have in America. So it kind of presets the next phase, which is gratitude. And forgiveness and gratitude and love, of course, are important components of creating your own abundance and creating layers and layers of your abundance to stay in this abundance. If you forgive me for a moment, there's somebody in my door. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I am so sorry for that. I hope you didn't get bored. I don't know if it's possible to edit this part out later or not. So I see Tina on line. Oh, thank you so much, Tina and Jay. So there's about 20 people live with me right now. Okay. So, was anyone able to do the meditation with me, the healing prayer? How did you feel? When you do this prayer for the very first time, usually you would get a feeling of heat, your body would generate heat, or a feeling of coolness. When I did this prayer myself, the very first experience with it was that my body was producing heat for like a few seconds. And then I started to do this every day. And every day when I do this, I kind of get a sensation of coolness. So this is an indicator that energetically something is shifting. And what drew me to this prayer is that part where you get to forgive yourself, because we often forget to forgive ourselves. We hold ourselves accountable, and maybe we shouldn't. Sometimes some stuff is out of our control, and sometimes mistakes need to happen. We get to learn and grow from our mistakes. And the second part of it that I love about this prayer is because it takes you to that place where you consciously or unconsciously may have been hurting others. You others maybe could have been hurting you, and it's a forgiveness that takes you from the beginning of time until this present moment. Okay, the beginning of time is many, many, many lifetimes ago. It's a prayer that goes back generations ago, that goes back to into lifetimes ago, into this present moment now. And it helps me because this prayer keeps me centered. Okay, especially for people who have a tendency to feel guilty for no reason at all. Some people are just built that way. This prayer is very useful. So I would invite you to work with this prayer. Okay, is very much connected to the energy of the solar eclipse that happened 2 days ago. Work with this prayer. Say this prayer at least once a day for the next 30 days. And what's going to happen is that you are going to start to witness the effects of it spilling onto your life. It could be the case that you may start to talk about, you may want to reach out to somebody that you haven't talked in a long time. Maybe there was something going on between the two of you. Maybe you shut them out of your life. Maybe they did the same to you. Maybe you have no idea why that happened or what was the fight about it. People may be approaching you. Maybe they need to confess to you or like truly understand what they did, how they wronged you, and trying to ask for your forgiveness or to apologize to you. Like, you never know what this prayer may attract onto your life. It may actually help to contribute to that inner peace that you may need. Okay, and when you are not in peace, your emotional balance, it's not balanced anymore, it's off. So when you are not in peace, how can you attract the love that you deserve? How can you attract the money that you deserve? How can you attract health? Okay, how can your health improve? Because at some point, if we continue to carry an emotional trauma, a mental trauma for a long, long time, that could be transformed into a group of organs not working properly, an illness, a disease, or even maybe having to need surgery, because everything is connected to everything else: mind, body, and spirit. You never know if the root cause is something energetic that causes you not to be balanced mentally, emotionally, or something doesn't function all right with your physical health, or vice versa. Okay, so the power of self-healing. Your body is smarter than you think. You do have an energy field that always keeps you protected. Okay, but every once in a while, you may need to cleanse your body, your aura, and your energy field. You need a reset. So your heart knows the answers. Okay, human body, it's a lot smarter than you think. If you are able to make yourself upset because you have those thoughts that run in the background, then you have the power. Okay, then your mind has the power to shift in a positive thinking, and your body will respond to that. If your body is responding to you being upset, then your body will respond to you being happy or balanced. So this eclipse is meant to remind us to better take care of ourselves as we are taking care of others. But we also need to pay a little bit more attention to our own personal body, to our own personal energetic space. Okay, in terms of the chakras, for those of you who understand chakras, this solar eclipse is very much connected to the crown chakra. A crown chakra, the third eye, the intuition, and the throat. Okay, or going from down up, the throat chakra. Okay, obviously that is connected to the neck as well. Okay, the third eye, which is right in the middle of the forehead, in between your eyebrows. I happen to have like a little beauty mark there. Okay, and the crown chakra. A lot of people may be drawn to improve their voice, to address some issues around your throat or your neck, or to be able to speak your truth. Speaking your truth. It's all about how the chakras are connecting with one another, how the chakras are communicating with one another, whether your throat chakra is connected to your heart chakra, and whether your heart chakra is connected to your solar plexus. Okay, so that this way, your brain, your heart, and your stomach are all connected to one another, or your gut, okay, is all, they are all connected to one another. Let me know if this is making sense. Let me know if there is a word that maybe you don't know what it means, so that I can explain it to you. I don't know whether you are a beginner with this type of terminology or not. I don't see any comments. The chat is not running. Okay. So, any questions about what we spoke so far? Okay. All right. I don't see anybody else typing. And speaking about the throat chakra, I am taking classes with a voice coach. He is British. He also worked with the ex British Prime Minister, whose name I forget right now, but they used to call her the Iron Lady, the only female prime minister in UK, to my knowledge. He also worked with Princess Diana. He worked with Benazir Bhutto of Pakistan. He worked with actors. He is still working with actors and personalities. And it's about, and I'm not done yet. Okay, the course is still ongoing. It's a 7 or 9 week program. There's a lot more practice that I have to do, and the training, it's about how to center your voice so that your voice has gravitas. How you can speak your truth when your voice truly, it feels very much connected to your heart center. And this is a teacher who also channels the 12 angels of Atlantis. He is a published author, and he is a TV personality. He used to be an actor, and then he got into voice training. This is not about singing. I always picture myself learning how to sing, because I don't know how. I know how to dance, but I don't know how to sing. I never thought that I was going to take voice lessons for speaking, but that's how it turned out to be. Okay, and the voice coach name is Stuart Pierce. I think he has a channel on YouTube as well. Okay, so for those of you who would like to know more, again, I would invite you to visit my website, www.amalightworker.com. Email me at amalightworker@gmail.com if you'd like to book a session with me, or if you have any questions about the Akashic Records, how to open your Akashic Records. If you like me to train you, to teach you how to open your Akashic Records and the Akashic Records of others, I am putting together a training for the month of November. So I need to know before November starts how many people would like to sign up for it. Email me so we can have a free private consultation. I am going to consult with you for free for like 15 to 20 minutes, talk about the fee, the time. Usually I organize this on Zoom over a weekend. And I also make room for practice. And after the training, the practice will be ongoing, because I will put together all of my students every 4 months or so that everybody gets to practice for free and exchange readings for free, because the practice needs to go on. So I hope that this is making sense to you. Okay, for those of you who would like to know more, on my YouTube channel, as you noticed, I posted the October 2023 zodiac signs, a reading for each zodiac sign. I did an Akashic Records reading for each sign, and then I also did a tarot reading for each sign. And on Vimeo, I posted additional readings for each sign of the zodiac. For those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the Vimeo link is posted in the chat, but also it's posted down here below in the show more description box. I hope that this live session has been useful. Usually, you guys on the chat are a lot more chatty. I don't see any comments or anything else. So, if this is everything, then I'm thinking of concluding this session here. Jay is saying this is making complete sense. Truly appreciate your message. Thank you very much. And you can always rewatch this on the replay. It will be posted automatically on YouTube after the live session is done. Small wildflowers, you are at work, I understand. Oh, thank you, Jay, saying your readings are amazing. So when I do an Akashic Records reading, I am not using my intuition. It's not considered psychic work, okay? When you work with the Akashic Records, everybody has the right to open your own Akashic Records. You have the right to open your own Akashic Records. It is your birthright. However, there are rules, there are regulations, so you need to be used to the energy. There are some guidelines that you have to follow. And the energy when you do an Akashic Records reading is very different from an intuitive or a psychic reading. With the Akashic Records, the information comes as an inner knowing. It feels like a fraction of your imagination. It's so light. You're like, am I imagining this? Like, how am I getting this? Okay. With the psychic ability, you feel the energy mostly through around your belly area, around your belly button. That's where it comes from the solar plexus mostly. Okay, and the energy of the reading feels different. Okay, how you are getting the information. So if you do psychic work and you start to work the Akashic Records, you're going to notice that the energy is very, very, very different. When you do a psychic reading, it's also up to you as the psychic and your ability, and the more you practice, the better you get, obviously. So with the psychic reading, there are signs. Number 3 means this, or I don't know, a red feather means that. Versus with the Akashic Records is very precise. If they show you a fire, it's a fire. If they show you a red car, it's a red car. Okay, if they show you an angel, it's an angel. So it's very precise. So what you see is what you get. And again, if you are interested in me training you into doing Akashic readings, please reach out to me. Okay. One Divine Path. Your birthday was on October 14. It's a karmic birthday. I happen to have my birthday a couple of times on a solar eclipse, and my whole life was turned upside down, okay, before it got better. Like karmic things started to happen. Okay, so I don't know how that's going to play out for you, but it feels like karmic events will start to happen. Again, my own personal experience was that my life turned upside down before it got better, but that is just my own personal experience. I don't know anything about how that is going to go. So all I know is that it got better, like something drastic. Had to happen. Doesn't mean that my life was wrong, but it needed to shift in a direction toward my higher purpose of my soul. My life was fine, but it wasn't in alliance with my higher purpose of my soul. So life or the universe had to intervene to boom, turn my life upside down so that it could redirect it toward where my destiny was, toward the higher purpose of my soul. So that was my own personal experience. Philosoph I believe I trained you. She's currently in the Czech Republic. She's one of my students. I trained her how to read the Akashic records. One divine path. Yeah, sometimes you can feel the energy of the eclipses even before. But I also believe that we also had eclipses at the beginning of the year. Okay, so I guess this was it for this live stream. It was a pleasure connecting with you online. Don't hesitate to email me to book a reading or to visit my website with further information. You can take a look at all of the services that I provide. And again, if you are interested, into me being your teacher and teach you how to read the Akashic records, let me know. Email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. If you are new, welcome to you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, you're going to see 3 options. Click on the first option, all. So this way you are going to be notified about all of the activities on this channel, whether I'm doing a live stream or videos. Thank you so much, Jay, for following this live stream and for your nice compliments. Thank you to everybody, and I wish you the very best.